Once upon a time, there was a student in grade 3 suffering from very painful story, or we can say heart-touching story. All students were entering the school happy and excited, but Amal was showing opposite feeling. Her sad face was showing like she doesn't like her school. She was wearing dirty uniform. Her eyes was looking down and she was running toward her classroom like there are hunters that going to hunt her. At 7 a.m. the tragedy started with the sound of the assembly bell. All students were standing in rows as pairs, except Amal. She was out of lines, lonely as someone lived in another world who doesn't care about the noisy voices around. Without any bear, like she is invisible. However, in the same time, she looked worried about someone will attract her.
In the classroom, each student has something to do: drawing, coloring, cutting, and sticking pictures. Except Amal. She didn't show any reaction, engagement, or interest toward any classwork. She looked at someone had robbed her life. Even at break time, which in turn is the time of rest, play, and refresh minds. She was sitting alone, looking at students who play with disappointed looking, sad emotions, and sitting with her shadow.
At the unbelievable day, in this day, something happened. It was the same thing that Amal was waiting for and feeling afraid from it. However, it was turning point in Amal's story. The fire bell rang. All students was screaming, shouting, and feeling afraid. Amal was afraid, but she didn't show any reaction because she thought that is a routine in her life, as same as someone sick doesn't feel about his sins because of the frequent feeling of pain. The students gathered with their teachers at the assembly point in the school with a scramble and random way.
While Amal doesn't care, her steps was heavy and slowly,
resulting in some students push her as she is invisible to everyone.
her slowly steps guide her to a wrong lines in fire assembly points because of nobody was able to help her. Suddenly, a group of students make a circle around her. They begin to make a joke on her. Fatima says with a humor voice.
Oh, look who's here. The fun is just started.
Amal's face has changed and become impressive.
Look at her clothes. It seems like someone cleaned the floor with her clothes. Haha.
Oh, let's call her Dirty Amal.
They started laughing at her. One of the girls said with pulling Amal's hair.
I want to use your hair as a broom to sweep the floor.
Amal sat down on the floor and started to cry because of their hurtful and violent actions. While this moment, a group of teachers were looking to Amal without any reaction. They just ignore it, thinking that the situation is normal and solve by itself. Voices became loudly and crowdedly. Amal couldn't see anything except the bodies of students who are surrounding her. Students divided into groups. Some of them were angry, who are laughing and clapping, which is make the situation more complicated. Others were against, but just with their facial expression without any real reaction, while others were just watching the event. And unexpectedly, a student came in between all groups. She helped Amal to stand up, wiped her tears, and said with loud, brave voice, "If you will just stand and watch without any reaction to help this poor girl, you will be in the same situation, and no one will be able to help you." Then she turned around and pointed with her finger to the police and said, "Shame of you! You want to show as stronger you are by hurting the other? I will tell the principal about you."
At the end, one of the teachers came and took the bullies and Amal to the administrator. After a lot of procedures, the principal decided to let the bullies apologize to Amal in front of the whole school at the morning assembly.
Finally, Amal got a strong, lovely friend who gives her a confidence to explore her good personality. Besides, she was the cause to have law to prevent the bullying by has a strong consequences for the bullies in all the schools. Amal was the victim, but she also was the hope for students who are suffer from this problem, the bullying. And what about you? Are you Amal or you hope? You are both. You are teacher. You are the factor of the change in all world.